welcome to build day 40. I screwed up on the date count again yesterday, and I think I've done it a couple of times since we've gotten into the 30s. But it is build day 40. We've actually been at this for 40 days, and we're just about done. Today's project, we've got the last prop to do, and that's the jack-in-the-box, which is on the other side of this wall. In order to get the jack-in-the-box, which is a pneumatic, hooked up, I've got to take these two wall panels off to gain access to the back of it so I can get the air lines hooked up and get the brain board in. Now I just turned on the compressor that runs him, and the line is charging currently. Until it's all the way charged, I can't do the mech, because he responds differently at low pressure than he does high pressure. I'd rather have him set for the high pressure. So I've got to let the line charge. Now that air compressor is a 29-gallon tank. It's got a 30-gallon support tank, and then an inline 10-gallon tank, plus all the air hoses going from the shop out to here. It takes a while to fully charge that line. So what we are going to do while it's charging, and before we get things going, I might actually come in here and get the wall panels off, but we've got some major cleanup to do. I've got some miscellaneous stuff here that needs to get put away. I've got stuff out here that needs to go in the shop, and the shop desperately needs to be cleaned. Not only the workbenches, but the floor and everything needs to be swept and totally gone through. So I think we're going to start with doing some cleanup. And we're going to get stuff put away. The only things I am going to leave out here are either stuff I need to finish the jack-in-the-box, or the stuff that I will need while the haunt is open. My drill, assortment of screws, you know, that sort of thing, to do spot repairs if and as needed. So we're going to do that. So we're going to get all this stuff put away into its areas that it needs to go into. And then we're going to head out in the shop. We're going to get the shop cleaned. And by the time I'm done with that, the airline and tanks and stuff for the jack-in-the-box will be fully charged, and we'll get over and we'll get the jack-in-the-box done. Now, word of note, I don't know if it's going to happen today or not, but I do have an errand I need to run here in a couple of hours, and it will hopefully have bearing on the haunt. I've been struggling during the setup videos trying to get a decent nighttime video. I can either get good nighttime video but no sound because the mic sucks on one phone, and the night footage on the other cell phone I've got is acting wonky this year. It's not as good as it has been in years past. And the editing program I use, they've updated and upgraded it several times since last Halloween, and the features I like to use to clean up images have been redone and what have you, and I've been struggling trying to figure them out. So my current cell phone has been needing replacing for about a year. Screen is cracked, the cover that goes on the cameras on the back of it are broken and what have you. I think it's time for a new cell phone. So we're going to go down and look into getting a new cell phone. If I do, we will give it a test run tonight in the haunt, doing some night footage to check the mic and everything else and the settings and what have you. So that's coming up today as well. But for right now, we're going into cleaning mode. Breakfast of the day: coffee, toast, and a chocolate eclair. There you go. Nice combination there, huh? Welcome to the Run Ram's Mouth segment. I don't have anything really to show you. Katie and I did go down and check out cell phones. Didn't get one. Their system was down. It won't be back up until sometime tomorrow. I'm not going to go down tomorrow. I'll wait till later in the week and just go down. So wasted a couple hours doing that, but did get some information on the type of cell phone I was looking for. Have an idea what I want. Past that, we got the front porch cleaned up. We got the shop cleaned up. I got, on the other side of this wall, the jack in the box, programmed and working. Have two problems. One, no sound. Now, I had a couple of extra MP3 players. Tried switching them out. Didn't do a dang thing. Tried doing different SD cards that hold the sound, you know, and re-putting the sound for that prop, you know, fresh on the cards and stuff. That didn't work. I tried switching out the speakers. That didn't work. And I tried switching out the speaker wire. Thinking, oh, maybe there's a break in the speaker wire. Nope. Still, no sound. The only other thing that could be would be the mini 10-watt amplifier that I have in there. You know, it lights up and everything showing it's got power, but that could be the problem. And I don't have any spare amplifiers. So it's going to have to be something in the off season I am going to have to fix. Which means the prop will have no sound effects. Usually it's just circus music, and when it triggers, it just has an evil laugh. You know, when it's going up and down. You know, nothing, you know, major drastic. So it can run with no sound. And we had a goof. When I first fired it up back here, I can't see the prop. But I was going by the sound, you know. I could hear on that prop the head and chest move, you know, rock forward and back. And I can hear it going forward and back. When I did the other switch, the other solenoid, and hit that, I could hear it standing and sitting, standing and sitting. Well, apparently on the chest piece, I had the hoses hooked up backwards, and on that prop, the head has to be in the back position when it goes up, or it can, the foam head will get chopped in half because it will hit the side of the cage. Well, apparently I had the hoses backwards. I chopped the head off. So I've got to replace the foam head. And just basically getting the mask and the hat off the old one, putting it on the new one, and then putting it on the prop. And I'm of the mind, I don't wanna. So let's see. We'll try to go this way here. See if we can see it here. Over there. Over there. Over there. Nope. Nope. I was trying to show you something else. I got the hooks and lanterns out for the queue line pillars, which are in the exit hallway over by that prop. But don't have the right angle to show you that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've gotten done all day. Took several hours to get the shop and the front porch cleaned off. Took several hours to do the mech and everything. It's going on a little bit after 5, and I'm just kind of putzing around, debating on at least getting the hoses stretched out so we can start getting water in the ponds. Not going to get the ponds or the fountains going today. Definitely not, but I am thinking about trying to fill the pond, so that chore is done and out of the way. But I also need to get the stand in here for the projector, because I'm thinking about wanting to try projectors tonight, so I don't know. I'm at a standstill on what I want to do. Okay guys, we are filling the ponds. It takes a while. I had someone ask, I think it was on one of the earlier vlogs, what do I use to make my water glow? And it's this stuff here. It's called dye tablets, or test dye tablets. You get it at Tool Expert online. It's about $5 to $10 a bottle. You get like 50 to 60 tablets in it. Depending on your size ponds, like with mine, each pond gets 6 tablets, and that's enough to make them glow. You put too much in there, they don't glow as much. You put too little, they don't glow as much. You know, so it's kind of trial and error depending on the size ponds you've got. For me, 5 to 6 tablets in each pond normally does the trick. And the nice thing is, if it's not glowing enough, I can always add more. Well, we're out in the water room, folks, or actually the Hammering Clown. Still in the middle of filling the ponds. We've gotten 3 ponds done over in the water room. I'll show you here in a bit. And we're working on the Hammering Clown now. First thing to fill in this is the barrel. If I fill the pond first, then the barrel starts floating. So the barrel has to be filled first. And when I put the dye in, I put some in the pool, but most of it in the barrel. And I'm letting the barrel just got the hose in the barrel right now, so it's overflowing into the pond to fill the pond, and it's tainting the water. Got the Leering skeleton done, and it's glowing nicely. Haven't done that one yet. That's my last pond to do, and the yellow you're seeing in there is the dye. I did put a little bit of water in there to moisten it. And then you got the video pumping station over here, and it's glowing nicely. It's filled and ready to go. And I know you look back over there, you can see it's not, over there in the corner, it's not clear up to the top, but our yard has a slope to it. And right down here in this corner, it's at the top, or just about to it. So I know the pond's full. This one's the same way. I've still got, about another inch or two I could go here, but it's just about at the corner there. Now, as far as tablets go, for the dye that I talked about earlier, started out with 6 tablets in each of the ponds. I upped it another 4, so I put 10 tablets in each of the water room ponds. The Clown, I think, also got 10. I want that more of a bloodish red color. And it will be once we get the pumps going and everything. And I'm not doing pumps tonight. Not in the dark. But we are going to get the ponds filled. We started doing the ponds about 4:30. Yeah, about 4:30. And I took 45 minutes off for dinner, and it's 15 after 7 now, so we've been at it for a couple of hours. The smaller ponds, oh, I flipped you. Okay, there we go. God, didn't mean to scare you. But the little ponds like this, and I say little because of the side frame. That's a 2x6 to where these are 2x10s over here. These little ponds don't take long to fill. The bigger ponds do take a while, and I'm keeping an eye on this one. And it's close to being ready here to yank the hose out of. And we're going to have fun getting the hay out. We didn't sweep it out before I started filling. Sue-Ann came out to do it just as I had started filling. So it's time to transfer the hose. Like this, over to here, and into the barrel. Now the barrel doesn't have any holes in it, so the water's not going anywhere. The reason why, and sorry you're getting a picture of the wall, I was trying to watch what I was doing and not watching the screen. The reason why I am putting water into the barrel, and that one needs it too, is because these barrels do float. And we need some way of weighing them down. So we'll put in probably, I don't know how many gallons, but about 10 to 15 inches up the side of the barrel will fill with water. And now I'll weigh the barrels down enough that when the pond's full, the barrels don't want to float. And if they do want to float, I just add a little bit more water until they sink. So now I gotta wait for that barrel to fill. Then we'll come over here, we'll do the same thing with that barrel. And then we can start filling the pond. Now, turn this way. So you can see my ugly mug. This is all we're going to be doing today. I know we didn't do all that much. But next segment will be the end of the day wrap up. And who knows, I might do it on the cell phone. I might not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Okay, it's not the wrap up. We're in the water room with both ponds, with all the ponds filled. I just got done finishing this one, and it's just a little after 8 o'clock. So it took about 45 minutes or so just to fill this one pond. But all the ponds are filled. And I mentioned on one of the other nighttime walkthroughs when we got the water room done, that the water room ends up being a lot brighter with the ponds. Well, you tell me. Does it look brighter? Okay, I've got to get the hose and stuff put away and get cleaned up. End of the day wrap up is now. Okay, end of the day wrap up. And we got Kaylee out here. We just got done moving the truck. Huh, what you smell? Her nose is a twitching. She smells something. Go find it. Go on, go find it. Oh, you found Buddha. Found her Buddha. It's a hedgehog. Sorry, wasn't all that much footage today. We got the front porch cleaned up, stuff put away. We got the shop cleaned up, stuff put away. Ran an errand that was worthless. I went down to see about getting that new cell phone and it didn't work out. Got the Jack in the Box up and running, except for the sound. Not sure what's up with the sound. I think it's in the little 10-watt amplifier I have in that. That's the only thing I can think of. And I do have a couple of spare boards. I could have traded one out and used it instead. But on the current board I've got with it, it's marked Hammer and Clown, and I have the programming set exactly the way I like it. If I put in a new board, or a different board, I'd have to reprogram it. Untie my tongue. I'd have to reprogram it, and to get the programming set exactly the way I have it, I'd be out there for a while. I didn't want to go through that hassle, so we'll just go with no sound. I'm not worried about it. The Hammer and Clown has sound, so it can carry through. Then I was going to do projectors tonight, but the ponds have been bugging me. I wanted to get the pumps turned on, and I can't do that unless there's water in the ponds. Thing is, it takes forever to fill the ponds, and I can't really do anything else while the ponds are filling. I have to monitor how full the ponds are getting so things don't overflow, and make a marshy mess. So I basically sat around twiddling my thumbs while those were filling. But now they're full. So on the docket for tomorrow, I have one camera I need to rerun power for. It's the one that's out the front gate. That's what I call the head count camera. After the season's over, I can watch all the footage from that camera and count heads. That's how I get my totals. And that tells me exactly how many people have come through the gates to go through the haunt. Right now, I've got tied into T1 for power. The only problem is T1 is only on at night, not during the day, and we're open from 12 to 4 for 4 hours every day. We get a lot of parents. They either want to come down, check out the haunt, make sure it's okay for kids and everything, because we bill ourselves as a family-friendly haunt. Or we get parents that bring their little ones down that are too scared to go through at night with everything turned on, but yet they still want to see what's inside. So it gives, some of the little ones a chance, to go through. And it's developed into the point to where people that prefer the nighttime, they're coming during the day because it's two different flavors of a haunt. It's a lot different during the day with basically lights on, because the sun's out, versus at night with all the color lights, the fog, it's two totally different things. Plus, you can see all the details. There's a lot of detail on each of the displays that you can't see at night, but you can see during the day. So, I need to rerun the power for that camera. And what I'm going to do, the only electrical circuit that we have on during the day is a blow-up circuit for the photo op, for the little kitty and everything. The little kitty blow-up. So and I also plug the fountains into that circuit too. So when I throw the blow-up circuit in the morning, the little kitty inflates, the fountains come on, and they stay on all day long until we're done in the evening. Then we turn all the power off. So I'm going to hook that camera up to that circuit, which means running in an extension cord to get over there to have the power. So that's going to be first thing on the docket for tomorrow. Then we're going to crack open the photo op, and we're going to get in there. I got to clean up the wiring mess from today because all the power cords from the pumps just got dumped down behind the large skeleton. That has to get cleaned up because it is a mess and it's an eyesore. And then with Sue Ann's help, we'll go through, start turning the pumps on, make sure everything's working right, re-aim nozzles, what have you. I'm still thinking the water wall pond is going to need plexiglass in it just because of that fountain in there. And we'll find that out for sure tomorrow when we get everything plugged in. If it does need plexiglass, then I'll kill power to the blow-up circuit, killing everything out there, get the plexiglass in, and then turn everything back on. So, those are the three main things. I'm hoping tomorrow night to get the projectors out here and start putting projectors in. I could probably go through during the day, get all the speakers and stuff set, so they're mounted and just needing to be plugged in. But I like doing the projectors at night. That way I get the right projectors in the right spots. I've got 2 or 3 different styles of projectors. One projector does a smaller screen, and I have another one, some others that do a large screen, like these here in the courtyard are a large screen. When I set my projector up back there by the window, it will almost fill that whole screen. I'll have like a 2-inch border all the way around with nothing on it. Same thing with that one. If I mount one of the small ones up there, then I end up with like a 6-inch border around the thing. So I need to make sure I get the right projectors in the right spot. And this year, I think I'm going to label the projectors so I know which goes where. It would help. But I need to get all the projectors into their spots, get them focused, get them aimed right. If they need to be shimmed or leveled or, what have you. And get their video cards. I got an SD card for each one that has all the different footage that the projectors play. I need to get all that type of stuff in yet. And I do that in the evening so I can, focus and set and what have you. And it takes a while. I can be out here a good hour and a half, 2 hours, just messing with the projectors, getting everything aimed and plugged and, everything else. Now, see, if I had them labeled, courtyard 1, courtyard 2, for courtyard 1 and courtyard 2, graveyard, spider, photo op, and had them labeled, I could just go put them out in their thing, and then at night, turn them on, focus them, and be done with it. And I should have done that. Right now, the only projector I know where it goes is the graveyard one. And that's only because we brought the projector out and used it to get an idea of what size screen I needed to put in over there. So I marked the box, graveyard, so I knew where that projector went. So that one I could probably put in during the day. I'd still have to get in there and, focus it and aim it and everything. But, anyway, so we got that for tomorrow night to do. I still need to get the Q-Line speakers and the Pirate speakers in. I need to get their stereos out. I need to get power ran from the power box over here to the back wall by the window to run the projector and the 2 stereos. I need to get the stereos out here, get their music and stuff set up. You know, and I haven't even started doing the curtains yet. The curtains will probably be the last thing I do. I don't know. But we are getting there. By the look of it, if everything goes the way it has been going, I should be totally done by Wednesday. So another 3 days. And then I'll have Thursday off. And then, see, we don't open until a week from tomorrow, officially. We open on the 24th. Suanne and I are talking, with things being done so far ahead, doing a special for our Facebook followers, you know, only. And I've got a lot of local followers. I think we've added just about 250 people to the Haunted Tents page, and they're all local. You know, they live in the Yakima Valley area. And we're going to do a special, I think, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. We're going to be open like 6:30 to 9:30 for 2 or 3 hours. And we'll do some stress testing that way, too. And then on the 24th, we'll be open for our regular hours, which is 12 to 4, 6:30 to 11 each night, all the way through the 1st. But, you know, that way we're open on that weekend and see how things go. So, but anyway, we're going to call it quits. So stay spooky. Stay dark.